What's up everybody, Todd here. Today we're going to install the Extang Solid Fold ALX on our 2021 Ford F-150. Now this is the standard installation, which is the same for most trucks, but check your printed installation sheet in case there are special instructions for your truck. For this installation, we recommend that you use only the tools provided in the kit and no power tools. In the kit, you'll have a T27 Torx wrench, a T20 Torx wrench, and a 2.5mm Allen wrench. Now make sure you're subscribed to our channel to stay up to date with our latest content. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now this is how the cover comes out of the box. It's already completely assembled. I'm gonna go ahead and set it on top of our bed caps. Now I've already wiped this down, gotten any kind of dirt and debris off of the truck bed. We wanna make sure that the buckles are facing towards the cap of the truck, and we're gonna center it side to side and bring it all the way up on top of the bulkhead. Next, we can go ahead and undo the clips and fold it towards the bed of the truck. Now, as you're folding it back, there's going to be some foam blocks we need to pull out and discard. Now fold it all the way back to the tailgate. Okay, now with the tailgate closed, we can go ahead and adjust the alignment of the cover at the tailgate. So when you lift up the tail panel of the cover, you'll notice we've got a triple fin seal that runs along here. The back two fins are what need to make contact to the tailgate, and that's how you have it properly aligned. So what we're going to do is lower it down and take a peek down the tailgate and adjust the cover front and back until just two fins touch the tailgate. Now that we've got the alignment set exactly where we want it, we're going to very gently fold the panels back towards the cab of the truck, making sure not to shift that alignment. Now let's go underneath and set the clamps. All right, now looking underneath the cover, you're going to find the front clamp location. Now what we're going to do is we're going to twist it and rotate it down. Now you notice it'll start to get some resistance once you get it close to a 90-degree angle, and it's not going to slide back and forth in this position. The only way it'll slide back and forth is you get it at an angle and you slide it over, and then you drop it back down in place. Now we need to adjust the elevation of this portion of the clamp. When I rotate this over, you'll notice we've got kind of a little ribbed area. That needs to be even with the bottom of the bed caps. What we're going to do is we're going to rotate that until it rides up the clamp to where it's even with the bottom of the bed cap. Once that's even, we can go ahead and turn our knob, which is going to raise this up into place and lock in a position. That's going to clamp down onto the bed cap. As you're tightening your clamp, you want to make sure you have a little bit of weight on top of the cover to push down and help to seat that seal against your bed cap. All right, once we get that nice and snug, repeat the same process on the opposite side. All right, next we can go ahead and set our tether strap. What we're going to do is pull that clamp apart just by loosening up the thumb bolt that's going through it. Now we can go ahead and slide that apart. Slide it over top of our bed cap. We're going to bring it back and then tighten it down. And repeat the same on the opposite side. Now we can go ahead and fold the tail panel down and make sure we still have the two fin seals touching the tailgate. And next, we can go ahead and install our striker bracket. Okay, here we are on the driver's side underneath the cover. This is where the striker bracket is going to be installed. But before we install that striker bracket, we first need to turn our attention to the latch mechanism. Now that is tightened down from the factory. So what we're going to do is use the provided T20 Torx wrench and loosen that up so we can adjust it side to side. Now it can slide over and we can set our striker bracket in place. Okay, now this is the way the striker bracket comes out of the box. It's already assembled. I've already gone ahead and loosened up the hardware using the provided T27 Torx wrench that comes in the kit. Next, what we need to do is put this aluminum part behind the bed cap and latch this to our latch mechanism. So we're just going to slide that up into place. Now we're going to go ahead and get it centered, and I'm going to hold the aluminum portion in place while I hold this up top, and then go ahead and tighten it down just snug. We don't want to get it too tight just yet because we still need to make our final adjustments to it. Now once we have it snug, what we're going to do is push down on the cover, and that's going to set the position of where the latch needs to be. Then we can use our Torx wrench and go ahead and tighten it down. Now we need to go ahead and lock our latch into position. We're going to do that using the provided T20 Torx wrench and just tighten up the same locations that we loosened up before. Now repeat the same process for the latch and the striker on the opposite side. Okay, now this portion of the installation will be done with the cover closed. I've got it flipped over so you guys can get a better view of what's going on. So at this point, your striker bracket should be locked inside your latch. Now what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this handle hold in place. We're going to take our provided T20 and loosen up so we can slide it back and forth. Now what we're going to do is make sure that our cable from our driver's side goes through the barrel nut, and we want to have at least 3/4 of an inch coming through the other side. And make sure we've got at least 3/4 of an inch coming through from the passenger side. Once we're in this position, we can move it back and forth. We're going to hold it, and we'll take our T20 and lock our handle in place. Then we can release the handle and tighten down the barrel nuts using the 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench that's provided in our kit. And then test the operation of the handle. Now the cover is installed, let's go ahead and test the operation. First, lower the tailgate. We're going to reach inside and turn the handle. Now let's go ahead and fold the cover towards the cab of the truck. All right, now once we have the cover in this position, we can take our clips, push them into the buckles, and cinch down the straps. Now you're going to want to do that on both sides with both straps if you're going to drive with the cover in this position. In order to close the cover, just undo the straps and fold it to the tailgate. Now the cover can close with the tailgate closed or open, and it should close easily. If you have to slam the cover or if you have to press down real hard to get it to latch, then you need to adjust your strike up slightly. If there's a gap between the seal and the bed cap, then you have to adjust the strike down slightly. Well, that concludes the installation. If you found this video helpful, make sure and give us a thumbs up. If you want to know more about the product, check the link in the description below. And as always, if you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online at RealTruck.com.